I'd like to call the Lower Southern Township Board of Supervisors Reorganization meeting of January 5th, 2026 to order. And if you'd all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, I would like to ask the Honorable Stella Tsai to come forward, and our Supervisor Morel and Alderfer.
All right.
For their swearing in.
It's long, either way. Is it okay? That's wonderful. Okay, so just when you're ready. Put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Left hand. That's it. All right. I can bring it down. Is it on? I get to say it loudly.
Just speak.
Just speak. I'll just speak.
Not
Okay.
on, but it's
All right.
Great. Amplified.
So please repeat after me. I, Mary Beth Morel.
I, Mary Beth Morel,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, you can start on.
Thank you.
Here it is. Thanks. All right. We're gonna use the same Bible with you?
Yes.
It's.
The Bible, there's one right here on the counter.
No, we're talking about. Okay, so you all set for you? All right, here we go. Okay, put your left hand, raise your right hand. Okay, so do I do Russell or Rick out of there? Okay. So I, Russell Alderfer,
I, Russell Alderfer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
You're so sworn.
Anyone want to take photos before we go? Sure.
I think you should take some photos here before we go.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
That was the time. That was the.
I'll get in there. I just stand. That's fun. That's on the realize. Yeah, that's so fun. Yeah.
You guys are
Oh,
That's a good idea.
they're not gonna do it.
Good idea.
Lost your shoes, I did. Don't stick my feet in.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Oh, that's.
That's great.
Get one more. Oh, my
Yes.
Southwood Township on that picture.
Okay.
At this point in the meeting, we will ask for any public comment. Anyone wishing to speak? Please state your name and address, please, for the record.
Should we get up or should we stay from?
You can stand there or you can come up to the mic.
My name is Margaret Burke, 452 Park Avenue in Harleysville. I want to recognize having the first woman supervisor. Congratulations and congratulations.
All right, next is the reorganization of the Board of Supervisors. At this point, I will take nominations for the position of chairman for 2026. So we can nominate Pete Brigham.
I'll second.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Chairman. Meeting is yours.
I guess so. All right, well, with that, I'll take a motion for nominations for vice chair.
I'd like to nominate Dave. Sure.
I'll second that.
I was gonna say.
Moved and seconded. Any other nominations? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. All right, next up, as is customary with our reorganization agenda, is we move through items 6 through 24. However, there's a moment of conversation here for item number 14, which is the voting delegate for the Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors Convention, which is typically held in Hershey. For this year, I'm willing to volunteer myself to go out and do that, but I was hoping maybe somebody else might like to join, in which case in future years. What it is you're the voting delegate for our township. That's really the sum total of it. It's a convention, there's exhibitors and the like. So really,
It's a good opportunity to learn. I mean, there's a lot to learn out there.
all right, so for this year, you can appoint me, I guess, and then either Rick and or Mary Beth can you can all go. All right, so we got that. All right, so with that edit to the agenda, I'll take a motion to approve agenda items 6 through 24 as listed below with the one change.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Next up, motion to designate the first Wednesday of the month as the regular public meeting of the Board of Supervisors to begin at 7:30 p.m. and the public work session the day prior to the board meeting at 7:30 a.m. except for the November 3rd work session, which will be held on November 4th at 7:30 a.m. in addition to the third Wednesday of each month at 7:30 a.m. excluding the July and August 3rd Wednesdays meeting.
I will make that motion.
Oh my goodness.
Second.
What he said.
Moving the second, and all in favor say aye. Those say nay. Motion carries. Next up is just an announcement that monthly meetings of the township advisory boards and committees for the year 2026 will be held in person. Some will be held also via Zoom at the Township Building, 379 Main Street, Harleysville, PA, as follows. The Planning Commission, the fourth Wednesday at 7:30. The Zoning Hearing Board is advertised. The UCC Appeals Board is advertised. Lower Southford Township Industrial Development Authority is advertised. The Park Board is the fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. Recreation Authority is the fourth Thursday at 7 p.m. Police Committee is the second Thursday in odd numbered months at 1 p.m. Communications Committee is the third Wednesday of the month at 7:30. Sewer Authority is the third Tuesday at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, it will change. There was a mistake on the first round, right?
7 p.m. it is. So noted. Board of Auditors reorganization meeting January 6th at 1 p.m. And the Indian Valley Regional Planning Commission at Franconia Township, 671 Allentown Road, the fourth Tuesday of every other month beginning in January at 7 p.m. Next up, another announcement that non-uniform employee holidays for 2026 are as follows. New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, which this year I guess is July 3rd, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve Day, afternoon, Christmas Day, your birthday, and 7 personal days, which include 3 days for the death of a family member. The police department holidays are as per their collective bargaining agreement. Okay, so that's the announcements. Moving right along, the consent agenda, I'll take a motion to approve as listed and posted.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay, motion carries. Committee reports, Park Board, Ms. Postman.
The next park board meeting will be in this room on January 27th at 7 p.m.
Very good, which reminds me that the upcoming meetings for our committees are today on the last page of the agenda at the bottom, for those wishing to attend. Next up, zoning hearings board, Mr. Buki.
There are no applications.
No applications. Fire chief. Seeing no one. You'll get their report and Mr. Jakowski will have it if, for those that are interested, they can stop into the township. Freedom Valley Medical Rescue. There we go. Hello there. How are you there?
Welcome to board members.
Thank you.
My name is Colleen Haynes. I'm from Green Valley Medical Rescue down the street. So for the month of December, we had 529 total dispatches, 106 recalls, and 260 transports. We have discussed before how many of those recalls have been per one station. We get recalled a lot by a particular organization, and we were recalled by them again 73 times this past month. So we're keeping track of that. For the month of December, this is our main station, which is our 376 station right down the street. We had 694 hours of ALS coverage at 93.28%, 36 hours intermediate, and 12 hours of BLS. And that was, we were down 4 medics in the month of December out on workers' comp. So we've pretty much kept our ALS coverage, in the 90th percentile. So we're very fortunate on that. Our power truck did 156 hours this month at ALS, and we were down 12 hours for one shift. Our power truck is ran on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So we do a 12-hour shift, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that works out pretty good. We cover our, any school do calls within Lower Southford, so it works out great. Our average shoot time for the month of December was 1 minute and 44 seconds, and shoot time is our dispatched to en route. So from the moment that we're dispatched till the time that we actually get the truck out of the station and go responding, our average time is 1 minute and 44 seconds. So that's pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah. So we are, we're in the 95th percentile on that. So that's great. Of our 260 transports, we went 106 times to Grandview. So we visit our local hospital pretty often, even from our Limerick stations. So they have a great trauma center, and we utilize that a lot. So wanted to let you know that. Just going to give you a quick end of the year. We had a total of 4,966 dispatches for all 3 of our stations. Of those, dispatches, In Lower Salford, we had 2,600.
Colleen, you may want to just wait one.
Yep, I will.
I'm not so sure that it's gonna pick up on
I'm not, I do have a big mouth, but I won't.
the perils of being next door.
Yeah.
Thunder away.
Okay, so, 4,966 dispatches total for, all three of our stations. And in Lower Salford, we had 2,630 dispatches. Of those, we had in, Lower Salford, we had 710 recalls. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, in Limerick, we had 244 recalls. So, that's a big difference. In 2025, we transported 2,508 times and had 803 refusals. So, and 701 of those calls were other, they might have been a fire standby or, an accident standby or something like that. So, yeah, so we didn't actually do any transports, but we were dispatched. Okay.
One question, Kelly, you mentioned the four medics down in December. Are they're all back in January?
No, two of those four are back.
Okay.
The other two, had some kind of surgery, so they're recovering now from that surgery. So we're still down two medics, but two of them are back, so we're grateful for that.
Great job.
Little less pressure, right?
Thank you.
Thank you for your efforts. Any other questions for Colleen? All right, hearing none, moving right along. Recreation Authority. I'm not sure who's gonna make that report.
You?
Me? Oh, Recreation Authority. I was thinking Communications Committee. Recreation Authority.
Yeah.
I had we had our year-end meeting in December. The golf course is doing great. When the temperatures are good, folks come out and golf. They had a very good year last year at the course. Not quite as good as the year prior, but still very good, well above budget. So we're happy with that. We passed the 26 budget, so now just pray for nice weather.
Could be 60 degrees on this Saturday, so.
That works, as long as the snow's gone, they'll be,
Yeah.
it's crazy, folks will play, so. Anyway, that's all I've got for that. Communications Committee,
I got that one. The Communications Committee is looking forward to welcoming our first associate member. And other than that, we are meeting in this room on the 21st of the month at 7:30 p.m.
thank you, Grace. All right, with that, I see no old business. New business, I see an ordinance 2026-01 earned income tax increase for open space, a hearing to adopt. That you, Andy, or is that me? Do I open the hearing?
Yeah, you can open a hearing, sure.
All right, so let's have a hearing on the earned income tax increase for open space. Any discussion?
I can give just a brief
Yeah.
summary of
Let's
the
do
ordinance if you'd like, and then see if there's any questions, right? So, this is an ordinance, 2026-01 that we've, talked about before in connection with authorizing the advertisement for this hearing this evening. What this ordinance would do is it would authorize, the placement of a question on the May 19th, primary election ballot. And put to the voters the question of whether or not they favor an additional earned income tax at a rate of 0.25%. Additional earned income tax for the purpose of acquiring the Alabak property and other lands and interests in real property for open space to protect the township's farmland, scenic views, historic sites, and rural character, protect woodlands, wetlands, and the Skippack and Perkiomen creeks and their tributaries, and to enhance and create community recreation opportunities. That tax revenue would also be available to retire indebtedness incurred by the township to make those acquisitions and to pay expenses of the township to create plans, land use plans related to those acquisitions and to finance up to a certain percentage the development, improvement, design, engineering, and maintenance of those lands, which again would be acquired for open space benefits using the additional tax revenue. So that's a summary of the question that's authorized by this ordinance. And again, this ordinance would just authorize the placement of that question on the May 19th, 2026 primary ballot for a vote. Yes or no, are you in favor by the general electors?
And I think we're all in favor of acquiring the Alabak track. It's been in the social media arena for some time now. So this is an avenue in which to do that. Earned income tax is not a real estate tax, so it's those that are working in the township. It saves the fixed income group among us. So yeah, I'm fully in favor of it.
Absolutely. I'm fully in favor as well. It's a great thing. We keep hearing from our constituents over and over, to preserve as much space as we can. And this is an opportunity for us to do so. So we're very hopeful that everybody will show up and vote yes. And I'm very much in favor of the question.
Yeah, a lot of the townships around us already have this tax in place, so we're kind of playing catch up on that, and it'll actually help us maintain all our existing parklands also. So I think it would be a real good thing for everybody involved.
If for some reason it wouldn't carry, is there an alternative to what we would do to try to get the land purchased?
I think it's kind of understood that we want that 60 some acres of open space. So an alternative that this board could do is raise real estate taxes to cover the long-term indebtedness, which it would take to purchase that grant. So that would be a plan B. I think more palatable version is plan A, which is what is, the opportunity tonight to hear. Let's hear what the electorate says. I mean, it's up to the community at large. Do we want this open space? And if we do, this is the mechanism by which to do that.
I'll just gotta get the word out.
Any public
Yes.
comment? Anyone like to weigh in one way or the other? Yes, ma'am.
Margaret, I have a question. So are there other types of grants that you pursued, or what are they available as, what has been done, or what could be done in the next year or so?
Well, we're in our infancy. The short answer to your question is yes, there are grants and we are going to pursue them. We've hired Natural Lands Trust to help us get this part of it in place. And then moving forward, we're going to pursue other grant opportunities at both federal and state level. So that's a hard yes.
Township recently has been very successful in pursuing grants, and we just recently got one from Montgomery County, so.
Yeah, so
Continue the effort.
for those that know, the Booker property, $200,000 purchase of ground by the township, 160,000 of which was funded by the county. So yes, we're with you. Any other questions or comments? Sure, go ahead.
Derek Veteran, one of Supervisor Wolfer's many nephews. Supervisor Sherman, you said get the word out.
Yes.
Is there anything specific that?
Well, we did start a committee to work all this. We need to get just basic word of mouth. We're gonna be putting on the websites. We're gonna flyers handing out. We gotta try to get the whole community involved to do this. One of the big things I think if we could do is get it to the senior centers. In general, seniors don't want to pay more for their property taxes. So if we could do this on as a wage tax kind of thing, they'll be all for it. So I think we need to really get the word out now. My mom is in Peter Becker, so I'll have her start to spread the word there. I have an aunt that's over in next to Walmart, which was drawing blank. Arbor Square. So I have two of them covered. So anybody else, if we could all help, to get that. I mean, we can stand out in front of Wawa and hand out flyers, that kind of thing. So we really want to try to get the entire community together. We'll put advertising on the property itself. We'll try to get a big yes vote for this thing to get both of them.
It really is for the benefit, long-term benefit of the community.
We do have a representative from Natural Lands Trust here.
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
Good evening. I just wanted to add one thing. I think it's a great question about the grants. We know that you've been very successful applying for grants recently, but the grants do require a match. So it's, especially for the first grant, you need to have some cash to match that grant. So it'll be critical to have some township funds, as you apply for the grants to purchase the property.
And this is our perfect opportunity to have those funds available to do just.
Exactly.
So, very good. Thank you. Thank
Any
you.
additional questions or?
She's a good person to ask if there's questions. All right, with that, if there are no other public comments, I guess we can close the hearing.
Well, before we close the hearing, I'll just say that the ordinance was advertised in the South Independent, that advertisement appeared on December 21st. So yes, you can close the hearing now and ask for a vote.
So, yeah, so we'll close the hearing and I'd like to have a motion to approve ordinance 2026-01.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. All right, next up, resolution 2026-01, amending and reestablishing the fees schedule for certain services rendered by Lower Safford Township. This is something we update every year. This establishes our fees for the 2026 calendar year by the township.
Were there any changes, Mike?
There-
Updates?
Yes, there were changes in your packet. All the changes were highlighted. There were not a lot of changes, but there was a change to add a 25% administrative fee for any withdrawn from an application, which is a typical appropriate fee to add in these schedules. There's also amendment to the deadlines for the annual fire safety inspection schedule as well, and more as a formality of due dates. And there were a couple of administrative application fees that were just increased to be on par with the rest of the application fees in that area. And that's basically. Thanks for the info. I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2026-01. The resolution amending and reestablishing the fee schedule for certain services rendered by Lower Safford Township.
I will second. Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Next up, resolution 2026-02, setting police department contributions to the pension funds. Any questions or comments in that regard? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve resolution 2026-02.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Next up, resolution 2026-03, authorizing the disposal of township property valued at $2,000 or less. This is a bit of a formality, but if we're gonna start tossing things, I suppose we should do it by resolution of that.
Correct. It'll also give us the opportunity to, if we wanted to sell smaller items, we could do that. Or, without having to come back and go through a whole process and board approval.
There's something to miss.
Yes. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right, moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Next up, we've reached our second discussion period for the agenda. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to be recognized? Or anyone at the table for that moment?
I would just like to congratulate the new supervisor. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
It's a ton of fun.
I would just like to acknowledge the encouragement, support I've gotten throughout the process since the election from all of you folks, township staff and the board here. So thank you. Looking forward to working with you.
We're all in this together and we're all
Good to have you.
here, so good to have you.
Well said.
It's been an honor to meet everyone and to separately and also to work with you and look forward to the future. Thank you.
All right, with that.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Very